Hey guys, Smokey here with a new review. I know I haven't done one for a while. I don't even remember when the last review was. If I remember too well editing, I'll put it somewhere on the video. I want to talk about Abraham Lincoln, Vampire Hunter. I think, there's some copies of it say Vampire Hunter, but if you also Google Abraham Lincoln Vampire Slayer, it pops up. I was just curious on who the cast was. I don't remember anybody from the movie. Like, I think I've seen one or two of them in something else, but that was years and years ago. Anyways, let's get into it. So, plot. It's not terrible. It's kind of a revenge movie in the sense, which is weird when you think about Abraham Lincoln. I don't remember, I don't remember a lot from history, but I don't remember him being that much of a revenge person. But it starts off him and I think the black man's name is Will, as kids, and Will's getting beat by a slave owner who we'll get into in a little bit, and Abe says stop, and then Abe's dad steps in and his mom steps in, and then later on that night Abe's mother gets, I'm calling it a kiss of death because that's basically what it is, but she gets kissed by a vampire on the arm, and it poisons her, it makes her really sick, and then she dies. I never really explained that part. And Abe grows up angry and wanting to kill the man, and then he meets the guy that becomes kind of like a mentor slash father figure to him, when they do the time jump. And Abe's drinking, trying to get the courage up to kill this dude, and the guy goes, you either drink that much to flirt with a woman, or drink that much when you want to kill a man, or something. He says something very similar to that. And Abe claims that he's not going to do anything, and then the guy smacks him, and his gun falls out, and Abe picks his gun up and walks out. Goes to kill the guy. Turns out the man that he's wanting to kill, that killed his mother, is a vampire. Shock, shock, shock. And Abe fails, so the guy that he met in the bar kills the vampire. Kind of kills the vampire, gets Abe away from him at least, and trades Abe, as well as Abe vows to consume himself with vengeance, like a certain caped crusader. But Abe trains and moves out and moves into a shop with Smeed, something like that's his name, who Abe becomes really good friends with, and slowly starts taking down vampires. And then Will comes back into the picture, and he meets, I think his wife's name is Mary, Abe's wife, named Mary Tubbs. I think her last name's Tubbs, but I can't remember if her first name was Mary or Martha. For some reason my brain screwed up. But I've also been watching a lot of Batman videos, so that could be why. Then Abe starts to fall in love, and he wasn't supposed to get attached to anybody, and he kills so many of the vampires, and then he realizes he don't want to kill them anymore, because he's starting to get happy, and he finds out his mentor is a vampire, and his mentor basically sees Abe going down the same path he went down, so he retires and starts running for president and becomes president, and all's good until they come and do what they did to Abe's mom to Abe's son. And Abe is trying to figure out how to win the Civil War, and he's struggling, and then they realize they need to use silver, and there was a train, and that was basically kind of like the big climax of the movie, is them on the train. Also, the guy that plays Abraham Lincoln towards the end of the movie, with all the, I don't know if they used prosthetics and CGI. This is just kind of out there. I don't know. I never really looked it up. But he really looks like but he really looks like Abraham, as close as you're gonna get. Except for maybe the Abraham Lincoln biopic that came out a little bit after this, or around the same time. Then they fight the big baddie of the movie, who I would call Alfred Molina, but it's not Alfred Molina, but that's who he kind of reminds me of look-wise. And they fight, and he ends up killing him, and then his sister or wife or whatever she is, Abe's wife kills when they get to the battlegrounds, because they didn't use the train railroads to. That was just a distraction. They used the Underground Railroad, which I thought was kind of neat. I've watched this movie before, but I've never really paid attention to the plot. But that's basically the plot. It's bland, but it's not. It feels like the movie drags on. But there are some interesting like transition shots and stuff in the movie. Like the lander end from the Underground Railroad turning into, I think it is from the Underground Railroad, people turns into the train light, has a transition shot to the front of the train. There was another one that had to deal with him trading with his axe. That was really interesting to me. This is stuff I've started paying attention to a lot more recently with films. And then, let's see, what else was there? There was, I guess we could talk about the characters. I mean, you know, they're kind of bland, especially Abe's wife. Her character's just kind of, she's there, she's happy, and then she's angry and bitter because the vampires took her baby boy. Abe, you know, he starts off, you know, childlike innocence, gets taken away, becomes angry for another reason, becomes president, becomes angry again, and then it ends with, also I forgot, it does end with him going to the play, which I thought there was a scene, and maybe I'm thinking of the Abraham Lincoln biopic, but I thought there was a scene where when he went to the theater, while the vampires was still alive and they were actually John Wilkes Booth. But maybe I'm just confusing it. His friend Will is kind of like a buddy character. I believe that is Anthony Mackie, so you know it's kind of like, you know, how Falcon is with Captain America. So it's just buddies reliving past and stuff. You know, something they have to bond over. Speed, he's alright, kind of. And Dimnose is kind of a worry buddy, but the vampire characters are Abe's teacher, he's alright, kind of reminds me of like if Charlie Sheen didn't party as much but still was a crackhead. So yeah, that's basically my review of the movie. I'm going to start doing more reviews soon, hopefully. I'm going to do Dragon Ball, but I gotta get through that. I'm still like episode 84 or 85, so yeah, we'll get to that when we get to it. Anyways, peace. Like, comment, share, subscribe, turn on post notifications. You'll follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.